Today I'm going to talk to you about raster and vector graphics and what the difference between the two of them are. Now, I'm not going to get super in depth with all of this stuff. I'm just giving you the basics because you can get really detailed with this kind of stuff. But in general, when you're working with raster graphics, you're going to be working with files that have extensions PNG, JPG like JPEGs, or GIFs or GIFs, however you want to say it. I say GIF. And then with vector graphics, you're going to be using either SVG or PDFs. Now, I will tell you one thing. You cannot use SVG in GoodNotes currently. That's just not an option. But what you can use, and what I just discovered you can import as an actual vector image, is a PDF. And I'm going to show you the difference between those now. All right, first, let's pull in a raster image that is 50 pixels tall. Okay? And you can see how pixelated that is. You see how horrible that looks? That's because that is such a small image and it is enlarged to such a very large size. If we brought it down to a smaller size, it would look a little bit better. However, a 50 pixel high image is only supposed to look good at a very, very, very teeny tiny size. See how little that is? That's crazy, okay? So when we're dealing with raster images, which is going to be the majority of anything that you're using as stickers, or any screenshot you ever take is 100% going to be a raster image. It's impossible to take a screenshot in a vector image. Okay, so here I'm going to pull in let's see, what size is this? This is a 300 pixel tall image of the same image, and you can see how much clearer it is. And that's because it's been saved at 300 pixels tall instead of 50 pixels tall. But if you zoom in, you can still see that there is a pixelated edge. And when you use a vector image, which I'm going to show you here in just a second, we're going to completely eliminate any pixelation whatsoever. Okay, let me go back to my vector graphics and let's pull in the same image. I'm going to just pull this over here for a second. And now this is in PDF form. And let's get rid of this slide over and enlarge this. And you can zoom in as far as you want, and you have a perfectly crystal clear edge on every single edge of the image. Let's enlarge it to be just like a crazy size, something you would probably never do, but I'm just doing this to make a point. Let's get it huge. Okay. Now, while you're resizing it, it looks blurry, but as soon as you tap off of it, it'll come back to being its crystal clear self. So let's zoom in now on this edge. We've just made this insanely huge, and it still has a perfectly crystal clear straight edge with no pixels. That's because vector-based images do not use pixels. It's actually very complicated. I'm not going to explain it, but it's mathematical curves based between 2 points on lines, or multiple points on multiple lines. Like I said, I'm not teaching you today what a vector image is. I'm just showing you that it is possible to use vector graphics within GoodNotes, and I didn't know that until today. I actually accidentally discovered it, and let me show you how I accidentally discovered it. So, let's say let's go ahead and pull up my thumbnails here, and I'm going to pull in my slide over, and I'm going to take a different vector image, and I'm going to pull it over and insert it as a page in my planner. Okay, get rid of the slide over. Let's open a new page, and then let's open up this PDF page that I pulled into my planner. Now, this is an actual page in the planner. It was brought in as a PDF, and I'm going to go to the thumbnail, and I'm going to pull it over here onto another page of the same planner, and it maintains its vector lines. Isn't that so cool? And the neat thing about vector images is that they're so much smaller in general, not always, but they're usually a lot smaller in file size than raster images are. One thing that you do need to know is in GoodNotes, you cannot edit a vector image whatsoever. So you have to already have it pre-edited and saved as a PDF before you can pull it in and use it properly. So do not expect to be able to crop this image. Even though you can tap the photo tool icon in the toolbar of GoodNotes and you can move and resize the image, you cannot crop it. Notice the only thing you can do with it is share it. So that is the difference. That is a major difference that could prevent you from being able to use a vector image. But if you already have it pre-cropped or you know how to turn a raster graphic into a vector graphic, which that's not what this video is getting into, but yeah, that's it. Just so you know, you cannot crop it. You have to already have it exactly as you need it before you pull it onto your page. And that's it. Enjoy! Hello everyone, I'm Brooke, and I make digital planners and notebooks. You can find my online shop at brookebot.com. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a big old thumbs up by tapping that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can bring you more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.